Hi everyone, this is Earthquake Preparedness by Evan Lee. I'm a junior at Cal High, and today we're going to be going over basic earthquake preparedness. However, firstly, we're going to go over what an earthquake could actually look like. So the following here will be a simulation of what you could expect to see in a classroom if a major earthquake actually occurred. As you can see with most earthquake sequences, the earthquake starts off pretty weak. However, they quickly intensify with these surface waves. Now you can see that there's desks falling over, the ground is moving back and forth rapidly, objects are overturned, chaos is happening, walls face severe damage, and electricity cuts out for a moment. These are all things that you could potentially see in a major earthquake.
When an earthquake happens, immediately drop, cover, hold. Drop so you don't get knocked off your feet. Cover your head and neck. Get under a desk or a table if you can, and hold until after the shaking stops.
As reiterated in the previous video, when you receive an alert or feel shaking, drop, cover, and hold on. Do not attempt to evacuate as you are more likely to get injured. If you are outside, move away from buildings or things that may fall over. If you're sleeping, put a pillow over your head and hold on. If you're driving, pull over wherever it is safe. If you're unable to find any shelter while inside, drop down and protect your head. It's a common misconception that the area underneath a doorway is safe during an earthquake. These are not safe places. What should you do after an earthquake? Firstly, you should stay underneath your table for at least 60 seconds. Aftershocks may occur immediately after an earthquake has happened, and objects may fall over. Secondly, you should treat for any injuries and call 911 if it's necessary to do so. Evacuate the building when it's also safe to do so. Turn off any gas lines to prevent any fires. And lastly, the most important thing is to be prepared for more aftershocks, as they can occur minutes to years after an earthquake has occurred. What could happen after an earthquake? Utilities would be disrupted. There would be no cell service, no access to basic necessities for a minimum of 72 hours. Fires could break out due to gas leaks. There could be major blackouts. Sinkholes could occur due to liquefaction, and water may not be safe to drink for many days, and you may need to boil water. San Ramon is an area with one of the highest risks for earthquakes in the country. It is located less than 2,500 feet from a major fault line, the Calaveras fault line, and the probability of an earthquake greater than 6.0 is greater than 99% in the next 30 years on any of the San Francisco fault lines. Earthquakes in the Bay Area are not a matter of if, but actually a matter of when. Now we know what an earthquake could do. How can we actually prepare for these things? We can never prevent or predict when these will happen, therefore we must prepare for them. The best thing to do at home is to have an emergency kit ready to go at all times. Put the most important things, such as food, water, first aid, hygiene, and any other important family documents. Make sure you have a plan and practice being prepared at home. The most important thing to do after an earthquake is to stay calm. Lastly, here are some additional resources that could help you at becoming more prepared. This includes instructions on how to build a kit, specific plans and details about the Contra Costa emergency response after an earthquake, and additionally, the MyShake app, which can give out early earthquake warnings. In an earthquake, every second matters, especially in the Bay Area. Remember to drop, cover, and hold on, and to stay safe, SRVUSD.